Hi guys, wanted to talk a little bit about heaping hot coals upon your enemy's head when you pray for them. I think that's in 25:22 Proverbs about if you pray for your enemy that you'll heap coals of hot fire upon their head, and the Lord will reward you. The typical Western interpretation of this is that when we pray for someone, our enemy most in particular, that God's going to give them divine retribution for something we've done. In fact, I believe the NIV actually translates it that way. However, there are people who rather think that because of the custom that the Israelites had and ancient cultures did of carrying fire around on their head when they would travel from one place to another in their camps, to start and ignite campfires for themselves in their homes. It's more about a sense of heaping coals, which will help them restart their fire. I rather like that particular interpretation, because when we pray for our enemies, we understand, of course, that they're just like us. They're people who have similar situations that we do, and that oftentimes the reason they've fallen into those particular situations is because they have come on hard times, and maybe their fire in life has gone out, and maybe they're not quite connected to the divine the way they need to be. And so when we pray for them, it's not, and besides, in our heart, we don't want to have that feeling of hatred towards someone and want to have someone, suffer. That's not what we want. That's never a good way to help yourself out in life, is if you wish suffering on someone. Don't be surprised if it comes back to you in some way. And also, when we pray for someone's well-being and their welfare, we've done a very big service to that cosmos between our ears. When we say, okay, I could traditionally see my enemy as someone who's this, that, an enemy, a force to be reckoned with, something that's external and as a force that's coming at me to seize me. Or when I pray for their well-being, I can see them as an extension of myself. I can also see them as someone who needs a power to bring them up out of a situation. And so in praying for them, we literally transmute their seeming dark, low, base quality, and we transmute it to a higher form where we understand that they are just another face on the divine. They're just another fingerprint of the divine, and they need to find reconnection to the divine. Because actually, I believe, my humble opinion, is that all human beings arc towards truth, love, and well-being. I don't think they want harm. I don't think people want harm. I think people often act out of fear rather than harm, or rather than hate. It's not really hate, it's fear, and anger is a manifestation of fear. So when we pray for our enemies, I think that we're doing them a service, and we're doing ourselves a service. And also in that prayer, we learn to meditate on other people's suffering, and then at that time, we might be able to be more of a help to those people. And who knows, you may find an ally in that enemy somewhere along the line. So that's all I've got to say about that. Now, I've left a couple links in the description down below so that you can see kind of what I'm talking about with the coals situation. So, but thanks for listening. I appreciate it, and God bless you guys, and be well.